What's up, guys? So today's April 16th, 2026, and guess what came out today? You probably already know, the Osmo Pocket 4. Now, do I have the Osmo Pocket 4? No, I don't. But I've had the Osmo Pocket 3 for quite some time. I even had the Osmo Pocket 1 and still do. I've pretty much watched all of the videos that have been released today on embargo day. And I've got a few opinions. You know what? I haven't watched them all. I'm here at the gym now. I need to get my cardio in. And while I do that, I will watch what I can find that's been released and come back with some opinions on it. All right.
Your story, your world, all in one pocket. Meet the new Osmo Pocket 4.
So we finally got our hands on the brand new DJI Osmo Pocket 4, 4K 240 frames per second. They have officially raised the bar on slow motion. The 1-inch sensor should give us better dynamic range in D-Log, not D-Log M, but D-Log. Design-wise, very similar, but with some tweaks like new buttons and a way to attach this light. And 107 gigs of internal storage, so if you forget your SD card at home, it'll survive. Bigger battery, better smart tracking, and all these other things that I'm going to test out. And at the end, I will be sure to tell you the things I love about this Pocket 4 as well as the things I hate about it. So let's put some miles on this camera and take it around this beautiful city of
Vancouver, Canada.
This is everything you need to know about the DJI Osmo Pocket 4, including how this camera works, how to get the most out of it, and if it's worth upgrading from the Pocket 3. The Pocket 4 has just released.
All right. As you can tell, I did my research. So let's go over it. You know what? No one wants to look at me. Let's do this. We are on the Insta360 Go Ultra. I do have my Pocket 3 with me. I was going to film it, but it's a nice day, so I figured this would be better. So the DJI, is it an upgrade to the Osmo Pocket 3? Yes. Is it a huge upgrade? No. I think it's more like a Pocket 3.5, if anything. That seems to be the consensus, and I agree with it. Some of the key features that I'm a little excited about, but nothing too much. The slow motion goes from 4K 120, which was already great, to 4K 240, which is double the slow motion. So that's a huge perk. If you're really into slow motion, that's definitely a benefit. I know Casey from Camera Conspiracies, he's probably getting jazzed up over that in his own special way, doing his cryptography and whatnot. Hello, cute little pups. Got a little pack of pups. To me, I am, if anything, excited about the zoom feature. So the Pocket 3, you can go from 2 times lossless zoom. So the lens is 20 millimeters, and then you can take it to 40, which is double. But with, Bentley cruising by. With the Pocket 4, it is 2 times lots of zoom, or 4 times actually. So it goes from 20, double, which is 40, and then quadruple, which is 80. I'm sure it does 60 and whatever in between. But that is a huge selling point for me. Is it worth upgrading? No, because a lot of other things are the same. The sensor is still 1 inch, which is not a big deal, but improved, but just slightly, like nothing groundbreaking. Probably realistically, I would say it's like a 10% at best in the worst case scenario improvement. Just from the clips I've seen, a lot of it looks like they just increased the brightness, basically the exposure, so it looks a little different. So that's not a huge thing. I do like the little clip-on light. That's a neat feature. It's just something to lose, but it's cool because it just uses the Pocket 4's battery, so you don't have to worry about charging it and all that. I'll give that a perk. The case redesign, I like it because I use something similar for my Pocket 3. That one just seems like it leaves it a little too exposed, because the Pocket 3 version, let me get it. So it's very similar. You see, just clips on, blah, blah, blah. And it does its magic dance. It is very similar to this, except, well, actually, it's a lot smaller, which is kind of an issue because The only issue I've had with this one is it leaves the buttons right over here exposed. And sometimes you'll press this thing down, accidentally it's in your pocket or pouch or whatever the heck you're doing, and it'll turn on. You don't know it's on, but it's on. So that's kind of a negative. This thing, speaking of, this thing didn't shut down. Go to sleep. All right, finally, should be going to sleep. All right, so that just kind of clips onto here, whereas this style goes onto here, and it protects the screen. The other one doesn't, but it still leaves the button exposed. So I think the best of both worlds is just get an aftermarket one and find one that also protects the buttons. That's neither here nor there. That's a perk. That old case was no fun. The D-Log M versus D-Log thing, if you don't know what that is, you don't need it, basically. Realistically, it's just a little bit more flexible in color grading at the end of the day. It kind of can take the highlights and lowlights, make the picture look a little more HDR, but for everyday usage, you're not going to notice a difference. I guarantee it, between this and a 4, unless you have them side by side and you really know what you're doing. It's one of those things, with more flexibility comes more responsibility. So more power, more responsibility, whatever you want to say it. So you can mess that image up, whereas the D-Log M that's built into this and not into the Pocket 4, you got, it's a safer start. So it would be harder to mess that up, basically, even if you don't do anything to it. Realistically, that's the only notable changes. The battery life's a little better. Oh, there's a pheasant. It's awesome back here. The battery life's a little better. It's a little larger. It has 4-channel audio now instead of 2. That can be good. I'm kind of struggling. Like, be honest with you, it's like a Pocket 3.5. I don't know if I would call it a Pocket 4. That's what they did. I am excited. Supposedly a Pocket 4 Pro is coming out. That's going to have a lot of the features that the Pocket 3 should have, I think. It's going to have, supposedly on paper, 2 different cameras, 1 zoom, 1 wide angle. So it's like a better version of the digital zoom. Basically, it's actual camera lens zoom, optical. That's a perk. The Pocket 4 does not. I feel like they just reused the head design, the motor and all that kind of stuff, and they had to tweak it a little bit, but it's more or less a Pocket 3. It still doesn't do the 360 spin around stuff that the cheap Osmo mobile gimbals do. Yeah. I feel like they kind of watered it down on purpose just so they can make the Osmo Pocket 4 that much better and make you want to buy it. That's the whole point of this. Give them our money. So that's my opinions on it. For me, I think it's going to be a pass. I got this thing for $299 from Costco, brand new with warranty and accessories. Look for deals on these things. They're coming. They're coming, and they're coming quick. I guarantee it. But that's going to do it for this one. Until next time, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for a whole lot more videos just like this, enjoying beautiful views. All right. Peace.